Go back into the pan. And let that cool down some more. Uh, Let me see if there's something else in here that maybe I can work on in the meantime. The deodorant. I do think I have one made already. So if no one's ever seen the deodorant, let me show you. Okay, I have one back here. So it comes in this nice size. I think it's like a 2.6, just like kind of like the average deodorant size stick, but it's not the oval. I thought the black was really nice. Okay. And this one is actually lavender. And it has a cover to protect it. And it's a roll up as you go. So this one is nice. And so far I've got good reviews about it. I mean, I like it, but of course it can't just be for me liking it. And let me see here. You see how fast it evaporated. I used the 90%, so it should evaporate pretty fast. Okay. Now I'm nervous. I don't want to destroy another bottle. I'll let that cool down for a little bit. So how is the Mr. Uh, Roxy? He's doing okay? And those who have yet to see the shampoo, the rosemary, green tea, lavender, this is what it looks like. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the custard while the herbs are infusing. I'm going to make a little space here and start chopping some things. And have my beaker here. I'll need one for the water and one for the oil. So anytime you're doing a cream that's not all oil, And if you're incorporating water, you're going to have a water phase and you're going to have an oil phase. And you'll need some type of emulsifier because, oil and water don't mesh. So they'll need something to bind it together. And all the emulsifiers that I use are vegan friendly. So let's see here. Uh, let's start with the scale. Get that up. So I use two different emulsifiers and thickeners. Okay. And then anytime you start to measure a new item, you tear your scale to 0 so you can keep track of what you're putting in your beaker. So yes, I know these can look a little scary, a little intimidating. You see these little beads, but this is sourced from coconut, believe it or not. So now I need to get the shea butter. Where do my scooper? Gotta use this thing. I must improvise. Blooper number 4. Okay, so I'm gonna weigh out this shea butter. I know it's a cocoa butter cream custard, but I like to put a little shea in there because the shea helps with the softness and spreadability and allows the cocoa butter to work better. Okay. Now this is when it's going to be the challenge, trying to get this cocoa butter out. We're about to have a blooper number 6. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anybody has questions, please ask. So Fatatula says, get that signature ambiance air freshener for your car or home. And they're very nice. They actually tend to go really fast. So if that's something you'd like for this spring, to have things smelling nice, especially in small spaces like your car, the bathroom, closets, and I feel like I'm sculpting. Okay. All right. So we got the butters in there. Now I gotta add the oils. Change my gloves.
Don't be trying to fall asleep, Ron.
I'm looking for the apricot. Got a whole bunch of oil fountain.
I had to check on something. When you going fishing? Very, very soon. Probably. Because I'm working so much, I can't do it this week. Probably gonna be Saturday. Okay. Saturday, Friday.
Tear that. Let's get this apricot in here. And then this heavier oil, I'll either get the rice bran or the hemp seed oil. Okay. So now I have to let that melt in the water bath.
We're gonna go outside. If you don't potty, you're gonna have a problem. Now, we were outside a moment ago.
Okay, so now I have to prepare to strain the calendula and get the base ready. So I'll bring that in a little bit. All right, so here we go. As you can see, it's steaming. We're going to strain this out. You see that beautiful golden color? Oh wait, maybe you can't. Was I doing this out of focus the whole time? Blooper number 7. I like to put all the leaves in here because I want to make sure that all of the goodness comes out. So if you ever found out you open up your product and may have little petals in there that got through the strainer, at least you know it's true that I use herbs and flowers. And I find that the yogurt strainers are nicer because the netting is finer, so it catches a lot of stuff. All right, so I have my base. See how dark it's gotten? Beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna put this over to the side because I'm sure these seeds cool down and I won't have another bottle as a casualty. Yeah. And so I'll just go ahead and do this pour. Oh, this thing is heavy. Let me bring it closer so we don't have a blooper number 8. Okay. Yep, that's good because I have to put some finishing touches on here. So like I said, these herbs, you saw the herbs that I infuse in there, but I like to add potent essential oils before I wrap it up to add to the potency, give it that kick where you can actually feel the stimulation. So, like the cloves, even though there's cloves infused in there, I'll add some Clove Essential. Distilled straight from the plant leaf. Then we got the pepper. We all know what black pepper do. So imagine that for your scalp. Then it can be a bit much because of the strong aroma. So I put a little sweet orange in there. Which also has a beautiful skin and scalp benefit. And this particular client asked for extra peppermint. So we're going to put extra peppermint, even though it's infused in peppermint leaves. There's added peppermint oil for the extra stimulation. Okay. So just with those, would look like a few drops, actually filled it all the way up. All right. So we got the squeeze applicator. So you can apply it straight to the scalp. This is very, very potent. Woo! In a good way. All right, so if you're watching, your oil's done. Well, I'm looking at the time, and I know I was going to do the whole custard thing online, but I'm seeing that it's really getting late, and this still has a ways to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up. If no one has any questions, I really appreciate those who took the time to come in, say hi, watch. If later on you watch this and you have questions, you can leave in the comment of the video. Okay. So I'm gonna say good night.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.